Well, I am excited to be here this morning. And as you guys are coming in, would you please put in the comments where you're from? I'd love to hear where you're from. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm just erasing this so we can have room to talk and share what I'm going to share. But I'm from Salt Lake, I'm north of Salt Lake City, Utah, about 40 minutes. And so I'd love to hear where you guys are coming from. Just as you're coming in, smash that screen and drop in the comments where you're from. Over here on YouTube, appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and hit replay or put replay in the comments and where you're from. So I'd love to hear that you guys are watching the replay and where you're from. So welcome you guys this morning. Today I want to share with you a simple plan that you can use to walk away from your job. And specifically, I want to help dads and moms, dads be able to get out of their job so that they can be stay-at-home dads and have stay-at-home parents, because I believe that parents need to be home with their kids. They need to be home and not slaving away, both of them working where somebody else raises their kids. And so I want to help them, help you guys get home from your jobs. Me, I'm actually a stay-at-home dad at this point. I was let go from my job 4 weeks ago, and I love it. I love being home. I love being here. My parents live next door. They're getting older. I'm able to help them. And I have 6 kids, and my wife and I have been married 27 years, and it's been a wonderful 27 years, and we've been super busy with all our kids. And anyways, so I am on this path of replacing my job income. I haven't done it yet, but this path that I've chosen has brought me some success, made some sales, and I want to share it with you because I want to be home from I don't have to get another job, but I also want to help you guys be able to be home and get home from your jobs. Most Americans today, unfortunately, from what you read the statistics, you read what's going on. Most Americans have to have 2 jobs in order to even survive today. And most families, both the mom and the dad, are working and still having to, outside their jobs, go do something else. And so my story is I've been in my career for 22 years. Hey guys, as you're coming in, as you're new, what I said earlier, appreciate you guys coming in. Smash that screen for me as you're coming in, as well as drop where you're from in the comments. I'd love to hear where you're coming from. So I've been in my career for 22 years as a software test engineer. When I first got in my career, I was gung ho. I was gonna take the world by storm, make lots of money, get out of debt, and be able to have more time with my kids, be able to help them and put them in anything they want to do, coaching, music, art, whatever it was that they wanted to excel at, help them excel at it. But also be able to have the time to do that and be with them. And 22 years later, I've been chasing that because a job just hasn't cut it. At the end of every month, I've made decent income, but I have not been able to get out of debt from my job. And I didn't want to get a second job because that would just take more time away from my family. I wanted as much time as I can and to be with my family. Who's with me on that? Who wants that? Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me for a minute. I need to blow my nose. I don't know. Anyway, sorry guys. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, okay. So, sorry about that. I'm running live. It's real. That's all it is. It's real on live. Anyways. So my job just wasn't, making it for me. So I'm like, okay. I started doing, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. And sharing the live, Jason. Appreciate that. So I've done a lot of network marketing too, trying to build a business. What appealed to me? BPM, thank you. I'm a dad. Me, Autumn. Awesome, August. Appreciate that. And BPM, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. The things that appealed to me about network marketing is it was a product I didn't have to create. There's a system. There was a community of people, and there was mentorship. because I didn't know how to start a business. I didn't know what I was doing, because we're taught growing up, we're taught one way to make money. And that one way is go work for somebody else. They ask you, what do you want to do in life? They say, then go to school, learn that skill, and then go work that job. Okay. My mentor, one of my mentors on my journey, he was super successful. He was free from his job. He was home with his kids. He had 13 kids, and he built a successful network marketing company. And he told me, he goes, we do things backwards. We go to, like I said, what do you want to do in life? You go to school, learn it, and then that defines you for the rest of your life. And that has been what has been happening to me with my career of 22 years. It's exactly what I did. And it has defined me, because that's where most of my time gets spent, because I have to be able to make money. How many of that are with me? You go to work for your kids, for your family, right? Are you guys with me on that? And you may or may not like it. If you don't like it, you're especially going to work just because you got to make money and you're doing it for your family, right? And so I thank you for liking the live, hon. So he said, yeah, that's backwards. We need to flip that. He goes, the 1-2% earners, they define the life they want. They go find somebody who has that lifestyle, learn what they did to get that lifestyle. Then they go and do what they did. And then they get that lifestyle and get the life that they wanted. It makes total sense. But we're taught just to go to school, work for somebody else the rest of your life. Hopefully you can put enough money away to retire. Hopefully you can retire and still have health. But most Americans, most people even around the world, we work our tails off. And by the time we come to retirement age, we retire. We're forced out of our job because we're older now. We retire, but yet our retirement isn't enough to take care of us. We have to live on Social Security, or we have to go get another job, even though we are at that retirement age, and we work until we die. That's the way it is for 95% of us. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't know about you guys. If you guys want to do that, great. But put one in the comments if you guys are with me where you don't want to do that. Thanks for coming in, guys. Put in the comments where you're from. I'd love to hear where you're coming from. I'm from Utah, just north of Salt Lake City, about 40 minutes. So I've been on this journey trying to build an income outside my job. 1, so I didn't have to get a second job. 2, so I could replace my income and have something to retire on and have a plan B. And so network marketing is actually Pennsylvania, August. Awesome, my friend. Louisiana here. Awesome. Jay Drizzle. Very good. So we got Pennsylvania in the house, Louisiana in the house, Utah in the house. I know we've got more than that. And I did network marketing. And network marketing led me to this. Okay, now Connecticut in the house. Awesome. Very good. I think you may be the first Connecticut person on my lives. Maybe I've had another one. I don't remember. Wyoming here. Awesome. Hey, BPM. I'm not sure. BPM seems familiar. You've been on my lives before. And James, Minnesota. Awesome. Minnesota in the house. Very good. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that screen for me, tapping it, I would appreciate that. Let's get this out, because I want to help dads get home from their jobs and moms to be able to be stay-at-home moms. Awesome. Appreciate that, BPM. The second time being here. More than one time being here. Appreciate that. Connecticut as well. I'm Scarecrow. Very good. I appreciate you, Bechtel, liking the live. I really do appreciate that. Awesome. And I'm over here on YouTube as well. And when I do a thumbs up like this, it gives me that bubble. It throws me off every time. It's kind of funny. TikTok, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that. And so the thing that network marketing, what I found out in network marketing, I was just taking more of my time and I was spending more money into it to try to make money. And it just didn't make sense anymore to me on how they were built and how I was being taught how to build it. They teach how to make a names list. Okay. I'm not bashing it. I use the products every day. I love the products. They have amazing products. Okay. Thank you for the follow, and James. And so, but the things that didn't work for me is that, again, they teach you how to go through your names list. I was making phone calls. I was getting in people's living rooms, sharing my product, right? But here's the problem that I had. If I wanted to make 100K, if I wanted to make six figures, I made $12.50 off of every single product off of the product that I sold. If I wanted to make six figures, I would have had to sold that 8,000 times. That's a lot of customers and a lot of work, especially if you're doing all the follow-up, you're making the phone calls, you're going to people's homes and you're sitting in their living rooms. That's a lot of work. And it's impossible in my mind for one person to do that in 1 year. That's just a lot of work. And be able to have a family and be able to have the time to be with your family. Okay. It was turning into a second job for me. I would go contacting the malls because I went through all of my names list. I wanted it so bad, I would go contacting. And me, I'm an introvert. I'm a software engineer. Roberto, thank you for the follow, my friend. And so it was really uncomfortable, but I did it. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone because I wanted so bad to change the way I was making income. And actually, I learned a lot in that, and I've grown a lot in my leadership and my people skills and all of that, which has allowed me to, when I had my job, my last job, what it was where I let go of the contract, they didn't extend it. I was a software consultant from home, which was great. I had the perfect situation with a job, working from home, being a consultant, making more than I've ever made before. Again, still making, just making it, not being able to get ahead. I got my raise at the end of the year. You guys tell me if you guys feel this too. Put me in the comments if this is you. You get your raise at the end of the year, and then then your taxes go up, so your mortgage goes up. Then your health insurance premiums go up at the beginning of the year, and basically your raise is gone. How many people have that experience? At the end of this year, my raise would have netted me $30 to $50 more a month, basically. And that's not including food prices going up, gas, all of the inflation and everything. How are you supposed to get ahead and get out of debt and be able to get yourself in a better financial situation on an extra $30, $50 a month when clothes and prices are all going up, right? And so, let's see here. All right. So it's impossible. Okay. I think the system they teach you to go just work for somebody else is broken. And it was never designed to get you free. It was never designed to get you where you need to be. Okay. Now, there are people that work their tail off. They live way below their means. They put money away. And you can do that. I haven't been able to do that. Not that we don't live extravagant lives. We don't go on trips and put trips on credit. We didn't do all those things. I have 6 kids. And raising 6 kids, raising any 1 to 6, 1 or more kids, it takes a lot of money. And you want to provide for them, and they have medical issues, they have school, they have all, sports, all these things that you want to help them with. And it just takes all your money. That's just the reality of it. Okay. Most people have that challenge. And so I'm like, that just works. And I was trading more time for money, going out there trying to find customers. I'm like, there's got to be a better way. And there is. And so I Googled how to find customers online. And I got a bunch of results, and my Facebook feed, things started popping up about finding people online using attraction marketing principles and skills, digital marketing. And it rang true to me because I'm a software engineer and test, right? I've been doing that for 22 years, and I love leveraging technology to help you get, reach your goals, help you get to where you want to be. I write automated programs that do the testing for me. And so I thought, man, if I could just automate my income, leverage technology to find people for me rather than me having to chase everybody, I'm there. That's what I want to do. Jay Drizzle, thank you for the follow, my friend. And you guys, everything that I'm talking about, everything I'm going to share with you on this business plan it's all in this blueprint and more. It teaches you how to use a done for you business, done for you program, or done for you product, I guess. Earning 100% profit can help you get out of your job. So if you want the blueprint, you can go to the link in my bio. You can also come down here. I've seen others clicking on it. You can get the contact form. It's a little orange icon with an arrow. Click on that, and then you can put your information in, and I'll personally send you an email on how to get the access to the blueprint. User, I'm not reading off of anything. User 5631. I just be myself. If you're bored, no problem. You don't have to stay here. If you're not interested, great. No problem, my friend. Go find something you're interested in, okay? So what I want to share with you guys is what I found and something that's changed my life and put me on a path to getting out of my job. Why? Because, like I said, I was spending more time doing network marketing trying to make money than it was being worth it. And I didn't want to, I was working full time, have 6 kids, and trying to build a business outside of that. I didn't have a lot of time, and I wanted to get some of my time back so I didn't sacrifice time for my kids. How many people would like a business where you could work at 2 to 3 hours a day around your life, anywhere, as long as all you need is your phone, a connection to the internet, and you can do it anywhere you're at and around your life, and be able to build a side income and being able to still be present with your family, being able to still do the things that you need to, okay? Initially, it's going to take some extra time. I'm going to be honest with you. However, as you get better and you learn the skill of digital marketing and attraction marketing, you're going to be able to leverage systems that will work for you 24/7. So let's talk about it. So I was talking about why more time and side hustle don't work. It didn't work for me. I was taking time with my family, didn't want to. Okay, check. We'll call that good. I've beat that dead horse to death. Okay, so the business. This is what I found. Okay, the e-learning industry, guys, is projected to be $1 trillion in 2027. So why not jump in and get a piece of it? And the other thing that I love about this business is the low entry point. You got to invest some money, but it's nowhere near investing. And I can tell you, I've spent way more in network marketing trying to build it than I did in this. Okay. And investing in a franchise, you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're starting a traditional business, you're spending $100,000 and risking. Both of those you're risking because you got to quit your job and you got to work 12, 15 hours a day or more just trying to get it going, right? And work it. Here, it's a low entry point, okay? And what it comes down to is it's basically e-learning, but it's an interactive program. And I say interactive because you get direct mentorship. This is what I loved. And it's always being updated. Michelle O'Neill, who is my mentor in this, I've been to her house twice, once in Wichita, once in Dallas. And she is mentoring me on how to build this. She's a 7-figure plus earner in this space. She created this program. She was in network marketing before, got tired of it. She lost income. She's making $7,000 a month in network marketing. She lost it overnight. One phone call, they changed the comp plan on her, and she lost $4,000 and she basically lost her whole livelihood because her team fell apart and everything just blew up because of what they did. She realized there that she was just a contractor, and you're just a contractor. You're pushing their brand, not yours. David Ross, thank you for the follow, my friend. And that's the other thing that I love and wanted this too. is ownership. You own this, okay? And I call it, and this really appealed to me too because I didn't have time, nor, I mean, I knew how to set up a website and how to automate the emails. I can figure that part out, but I didn't know the copy. I didn't know the messaging. I didn't know what to put into it. And this comes with all that. It's a business in a box. You can literally have your business up and running in 48, 72 hours, and it's open to the world. How powerful is that? You don't have to spend a lot of time doing all of that. Okay, and you don't have to create the product. So here's the product. You're selling e-learning that teaches you digital marketing skills, which digital marketing, you guys, is a 6-figure earning skill. You learn that skill, digital marketing, you'll never have to have another job, and you'll be able to market anything, and you will have security and be able to make enough money, and more money if you choose, than you need. You'll be able to be successful, be able to have time back with your family, and not have to worry about if you're ever going to have money or not. Okay? If you do it right and if you learn the right skill, and that's what this teaches. But you also get what's called master resale rights. Oops. How many people know what master resale rights are? Put one in the comments if you know what master resale rights, two if you do not. This is it's everywhere. And I did not know, I didn't recognize it, but it is everywhere. So let me share an example. Okay. Anybody know what master resale rights are? Or everybody's a 2? I'm going to assume everybody's a 2. I'm going to share it anyways. Okay. This is another, this is a Motorola phone. You're on a phone probably watching this stream right now. I have an iPhone, which is doing my streaming for me. Or I would share my iPhone. But this is a phone that my 2. Okay, Matt, thank you. And my carrier's T-Mobile. They didn't create this phone and they didn't create the Apple phone. The different manufacturers did, right? But yet they resell them. They have resell rights to resell them. And what they make is a profit off of them, a percentage off of them. Okay? That's resell rights. It's all around us. You go to Walmart, you go to these other box stores and everything. They have, some of them have their own brand, but they mostly resell other brands. Does that make sense? Walmart, you've got to pay to be on their store to be able to resell your brand there. And Walmart's got a great gig because they have such an influence across the world. Does that make sense, Matt? So that's master resale rights. So why not plug into a product that's already done for you? All the courses are in there. It's constantly being updated, constantly with mentorship, teaching you how to build a business. The product you already got to have. You own it because you have master resale rights. Awesome, Matt. And now you're going to see it everywhere because you know it. Okay, and here's the cool thing, guys. Let's make 100% profit. How do I know this is where the world's going with digital marketing? Well, you walk around, you go run your errands, go do whatever you're doing out and about. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody is digital, and not everybody, but pretty much everybody's on social media. Michael, thank you for the follow, my friend. And so, you guys, if you want information, go to the link in my bio, get the blueprint that's going to show you what a done for you business, 100% profit can do and what it takes. Okay, you guys literally, the blueprint that I'm giving away for free, you can literally go use that, and you could use that as the blueprint, just like you would a blueprint for a home, build a house from it. You can build a digital online business following that blueprint. Okay, and I'm going to show you a shortcut, but that'll give you some great information on how it can work for you. The other way is, I saw somebody else already submitted. There's a little orange icon down here using TikTok Service Plus that you can submit your information, and then I will personally send you an email on how to get access to the blueprint. And I also have a community called the 4 Keys to Wealth on School that as you submit, you'll have the opportunity to click on it and go join it. You can also join it from link in my bio. It's called the 4 Keys to Wealth. In there, we teach faith, leadership, financial literacy and leveraging business systems, just like this one. This is our flagship. And then there's other streams of income that we build in there too that we're learning. C8 Zaddies, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So you guys come join that. It's a space for moms and dads and others, anybody who wants to replace their income, learn digital marketing, earn money in a different way than working a job, and grow in those 4 areas in faith, leadership, financial literacy, and other business systems. That's a place for you where we are growing together, okay? And I'm still finished putting it together. There's lots of things in there I'm working on. So come join us. So I know this is going somewhere. I know digital marketing is not going away. And T-Cobb every day. Thank you for the follow, my friend. If you go to a university, I had this pop up in my feed the other day. There's a reputable university here in Utah called the University of Utah. They are offering a 10-week program, certification program, to learn digital marketing. And I thought that was interesting. It popped up in my feed, and then I started seeing like Gonzaga and all these other, Northwestern, I think was another one, all these other universities around the country. Thank you for the likes, my friend. Matt, appreciate that. And Dan, thank you for the follow. I'll start offering this 10-week certificate. Why? Because they know that digital marketing is going to grow, and that need for that is going to grow even more. So I looked at the 10-week, and I looked at week 1 and all the different weeks and what they teach. And I'm like, okay, week 1, check, we do that. Week 2, check, we got that. All the weeks checked off. They taught a little bit different tools, but it's the same exact thing that we teach. The difference is at the end of that, you get a little certificate that says that you're a digital marketer, you know how to do it, and then you go find a job with that certificate. I don't know about you. I don't want to learn this and then go find a job. I want to learn this, build my own business, make more money, control my time, control my money, and not have to be beholden to somebody else telling me how much I can make doing it. Okay. And so this gives you that opportunity. It gives you make 100% profit. It gives you a whole business that you don't have to create, and product you don't have to create that you get to resell. Okay. Way more valuable. Not only that, this did even more. It teaches you affiliate marketing. It teaches you TikTok shop. It teaches you how to create your own product. It teaches you all these different ways of making income using digital marketing. Okay. Way better. Hey, my friend, way better than that certificate. Now, how much do you think they wanted for it? Guess in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think that the university wanted for that certificate. And then I'm going to show you what this costs to get started. What do you think that cost that a university would charge for something like that? Drop it in the comments. Dan, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that a whole lot. And those that are liking the live, I appreciate you liking the live. That helps me out a lot. It's awesome. How many want to guess? I thought it was pretty interesting when I saw the price and how much this was versus what I spent. 10K. Okay, Matt. 10K. You go to university, get a 4-year degree, you're looking at way more than that, right? So this is a 10-week course. All right, so 10K, that's our only guess. Thanks for dropping that, Matt. Okay, what they actually wanted, they wanted $2,995 for it. 8K, Dan, okay? So they only wanted $3,000 for it. You guys, for their 10-week course certificate. However, and then they had it on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale. This is before Christmas that I saw it. They were pushing it for the new year. It was like 17% off. So $2,500 is what they wanted for it. For a certificate, then you've got to go find a job and probably most likely repay that in a loan or something. Okay. And hopefully you have enough money after your job, what you get from your job, be able to pay it off, right? So let me share with you what you get, or what this costs that is way more valuable. I can tell you it's half the 3,000. Okay. I'm going to use, let me use black. Okay. Let's see. We're going to put down here. All right. So the top package is $1,400. Then we have different levels. Okay. 900, 600, 300. And I'll explain these. 100. Okay. If you purchase the 1,400, you get all these to resell. You get master resale rights to resell all 5 of those. Okay. This is half of what the university was asking for. And so much more valuable because you get to own your own business and you get to drive your own destiny. You own it. You make your own money. You make way more than you would at a job. I can guarantee that. Okay. And I'm going to show you how this becomes super simple. Okay. If you purchase 900, you get 4 streams of income. Purchase 6, you get 3. Does that make sense? Okay. And at 1,400, you actually get 10 because you get to resell English and Spanish. We just launched the Spanish program. The other difference is every one of them gets a website. You get a website, you get the email, you get an e-learning program, but you get more learning and training. The larger the package you buy, the more you buy, right? And you get more mentorship. Every Monday, we get those who purchase 1,400 or 900. We get mentorship with Michelle. Biwana, thank you for the follow, my friend. We get mentorship with Michelle. She gets on every Monday, and we get on a Zoom with her, and she teaches us digital marketing principles. And we get asked questions. We get that mentorship. You're not there alone, and you get helping you see what your blind spots are, what your roadblocks are. Super powerful, okay? And you do get other training too. There's training that goes on Thursdays. She jumps on every other Thursday. Then there's other trainers, 6-figure earners in the community that train that everybody gets access to. Okay. But that's what you get here. Plus in the 1,400, she just dropped in. This is why I call it interactive as well. And updating, she just dropped in a whole module about AI, teaching you how to use AI to build your business and make money, basically. Okay. And that's just as part of it, comes with it. And let me give you guys the bottom line, okay? This has a $69 one-time fee. This has a $39 one-time fee. You get access to a website. So you literally get your own website that you don't have to create, okay? That you can use and set up in 48 to 72 hours, that then you don't have to take the time away from your family to set it up. You don't have to take the time creating a product. You can set it up. You get step-by-step instructions, so you don't have to have tech skills on how to set all this up. And you get a full set of like 30 emails that do the follow-up and selling for you. And you don't have to write the copy. Now, one thing you do need to do, to be completely open, you do have to personalize it. Okay. And that's simple. And then you also want to tweak it a bit to go with what your message is and who your perfect customer is. Cross Chris, thank you for the follow, my friend. And so that's it. And that $69 fee gets you access. You get both the English and the Spanish. That's why that's more. And these are all English, or you can do these just all specifically Spanish. If you want to just focus on Spanish, you can do that. That's the $39 fee. Okay. You also get tech support with that. And anybody who purchases from you, because it's your business, you get access to that tech support too. Bubba, thank you for the follow, my friend. And so a lot less than that certificate and way more, right? Then the other thing is you want to buy your own domain, okay? And then your own professional email using that domain, okay? You can get a domain. You can get them for $2 if you get if some of them are, right? But typically they're around $15 a year, and then your email. I think they teach you how to get one for $30. I already had one, but through GoDaddy you can get all that for $30, $15. That's your bottom line. One time. B, thank you for the follow. That's it. So you're looking at, I think this one's like 1,512. This one you're looking at about 1,000. With the 900, right? You guys, our TVs cost us that much. Why not use the money? Big Kev, thank you for the repost. Appreciate that. Why not purchase a business invest in yourself, invest in the business, something you own. And then you can build, that's going to give you the money, an opportunity to make money rather than sit at a TV and just be entertained the rest of your life. It's dirt cheap comparatively with what we were talking about, right? Here's the power in it. Okay, in order for you to make six figures, all I need at $1,400, I just need 6 customers a month. Whoops. Okay, 6 customers a month gives me $8,400, which turns out to be 6 figures. You do that times 12. Okay, all you need is, let's do a different color, I guess. All you need at each one of these levels, 1,400, you need 72, 900, you need 112, 600, you need 167 customers a year to make 6 figures. Way less than the 8,000 I was trying to do. And here's the beauty of it. You get the whole system, right? 24/7, it works for you. You get all the systems and how to set it up, how to build your business, how to market it, which is the key skill. And you get to focus on that. And I know that it sells. How do I know that? And you guys can know it too. If you go to school, if you guys are familiar with school, SKOOL, and you type in the search bar, look for Digital Growth Community, DGC, you'll see in there that it's one of the top communities on school and business and digital marketing. And there's almost 59,000 members in there. You'll see how many members are in there. And the only way you get to be part of that is by purchasing one of these business in a box packages. So do I know it sells? Yes, it's wanted. The e-learning industry, again, guys, is going to be projected to be $1 trillion. So for me, what this meant to me when I saw this was I no longer have to go contacting in the malls. I get my time back with my family because they teach you how to do this in 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay, now I'm going to be completely honest. When you first get started, it may take you a little bit more than that to get up and running, start learning it. Okay, but as you get in the groove and you start doing the money-making activities and you get the momentum rolling, you can literally do this in 2 to 3 hours a day around your life. Okay, and I like to do what's called net learning. Well, what is net learning? I listen to the training, I listen to the e-learning while I'm driving, while I'm getting ready, while I'm doing something around the house. I'm listening, I'm learning so that I can continue to hone in my digital marketing skills to be able to make this and be more effective with this so I get more time back and I'm able to make more money and I can help more people. Okay? That's it. That to me was music to my ears because I didn't think that I was ever going to be able to do something that was going to replace my job or help me get out of my job or help me have extra income so I could pay off my debt, create those memories with my family that I wanted to. I thought I was completely stuck because everything else I tried took more time away from my family. And in order to make them work, I would have to work at it full time. And again, taking more time from my family. So I'd have had to work a full-time job and then work those full-time, basically 2 full-time jobs to try to make it work, hoping that it would work. But here, this gave me hope because I literally was stuck. I was frustrated. I was burnt out. I was done. And I'm like, I can do this. And give you guys an idea, in that community of 58,000 people, almost 59, Pineapples, thank you for the like. This program called the Legacy Builder Program has created 126 six-figure earners in the U.S., 28 self-made millionaires in South Africa in their rand money, and another 4 six-figure earners in Canada. Does it work? Yes or yes? It does. Okay. And there's thousands of others that are making money in this. Some of them don't have the goal of being a 6-figure earner or replacing their income. They just want to make enough money to be able to go on vacation here and they'll be able to get their debt paid off. And they like working their job, and that's fine. You don't have to do that for everybody. How you work? What do you mean, my friend? What are the steps that you do? Is that what you're asking, my friend? Oh, how to work. Or how do you do this? What do you do? Is that what you're asking? Sorry, I'm still not following what you meant. Is that what you're asking? How to work this? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, okay. So that leads me right into number 4, next steps, okay? And how you do this. One, you guys, if you haven't already, go get the blueprint, okay? It teaches you how this done for you product can done for you business, how you can make 100% profit and make 6 figures, okay? The blueprint, you can get the link in my bio, click on it, and then go to my link tree and click on get the free blueprint. Okay, or you can come down here at this little orange icon, click on it, fill it out. It's TikTok Service Plus. Send me information, and I will personally email you the blueprint on how to get access to the blueprint. And the other thing, guys, I haven't talked or mentioned about either is tonight, 7 p.m. If you guys want to be a part of this webinar that I'm doing, I'm going to go into more detail. We're going to go through the packages. We're going to talk about more detail on how this all works and how you work it, okay? It's free. If you want the Zoom link, you can get in the link in my bio, but get in my email automations. That's where I'm going to be sending this link out to. Okay. And that's by, I'm going to send you information if you fill out this form, or if you go to link in my bio, you put your email in, you're going to get the link automatically from me. And come join me on the webinar. We'll be on Zoom. You'll be able to directly ask me questions and I will answer them and you'll be able to understand more. Okay, so get on there. But the next steps would be get that blueprint, start learning about it. Once you get that blueprint, you'll be presented a thank you video of me and Michelle where we explain more about this and how it works. And then go pick one of these packages, okay? There should be something there for your budget. We also have payment plans if you choose to do that. Okay, pick a package, purchase it. Then what we'll do is I will get on a call. We'll set up a one-on-one call and I'll help you get it set up. Okay. I'll make sure that you know where to go for your e-learning, what steps to take. I'm currently building a map out to help new people be able to walk through this, okay, and know there. Make sure you get your website set up, get your domain. I will help you walk through it, okay? I'm a tech guy. I can help you. And then once you start learning, you're going to be taught this 2 to 3 hours. And what you do during that 2 to 3 hours to more directly answer your question for how much hope. Okay, during those 2 to 3 hours, what you do is for 1 hour, you're taught on how to post on social media. You're going to attract individuals based on your social media presence and free ads. So you're going to post 3 posts with 30 minutes. You're also going to go copy and post free ads. We're going to teach you that strategy. And then for 30 minutes more, you're going to answer comments and emails to people. Okay. And that's your 2-hour workday. Those are the money-making activities. And free ads, you can go live as well, which is what I choose to do. That is your 2 hours activity. Okay. And then you get to plug into the webinars that I put on. Michelle puts on a webinar off and on, and you get to plug into that. You get to plug your people into it to get more information. And that's the system, and that's how you work it. And then you just do learning. You build it. Learn that, get better at your digital marketing skills, so your posts become more effective. You attract more leads, individuals, and then they purchase from you, and you make 100% profit. That's it. It's literally that simple. Is it easy? No, it's not easy because you got to do it every day and you got to be consistent. But you can do it. And to me, that's easier than me showing up to an 8 to 10 hour a day job where I'm told how much vacation I have. I'm told how much I can make. Whereas this, I own it and I can make as much money as I want and I can go on vacation anytime I want. And I get to do it anywhere. I can do it sitting on the beach as long as I have service. I can do it anywhere. So this to me is the right way to go. So that's it, you guys. I got to jump off. So if you haven't got the blueprint yet, make sure you go get it. Link in my bio. Make sure you follow me. Appreciate you guys being here. Let me say this last thing. If you guys don't take action and do something different, nothing's going to change. How much hope? Thank you for the follow, my friend. Nothing will change in your life. You've got to do something different. You've got to grow. You've got to learn. You got to become a different person if you want your life to change. This will help you do that. You learn leadership. You personally grow. You have a system that you can leverage to make money and change your life, literally. But it won't do any good if you don't take action. And if you just purchase it and it sits on the shelf and you don't do anything with it, of course you're not going to change or make money either. But this gives you a chance, and you can do it. As long as you take action, you won't repeat 2025. Imagine waking up in the morning, looking at your phone, seeing you just made money overnight because your system is working for you 24/7. Happens all the time in our community. And then you get to go, you do your 2 or 3 hours a day, working your business, do some learning, and then you get to go spend the rest of the time with your family doing whatever it is, whether it's taking them to lunch, well, out of school to go to lunch. You get to go on vacation anytime you want, taking them, everybody's at work during the summer, being able to go to the lake and spend time with them at the lake. Go do whatever you want to do because you're not tied to a job anymore and you have the money to go create those memories. Imagine being able to do that and being able to be out of debt, own your home, have money you can start investing in other things. How does that feel to have that type of life and lifestyle? It can happen. It's happened to 127 other people here in the US, 28 in South Africa, and 4 in Canada. And others, there will be more six-figure earners created this year in this program than it ever has been because of the momentum, and more people see it, more and more people want it, and it's growing. And the cool thing is, guys, there's room for all of us. There's 5 billion people on social media. There's plenty. Okay. Is there any investment? Yes. These are the investments. I would say go look at my website. You get the details. I kind of went through them already. Okay, get the details off my website. I got to run because my wife's waiting to go play pickleball with me. So I got to take off. But you guys, thanks for hanging in here, being here. And I hope you guys have a great day. And like I say at the end of every one of my lives is keep moving forward to live the life you've always wanted. Have a great day. Take care. Bye. Wow, interesting. Only 2 there and 6 there. Hey, it works. I got 8. Take care, you guys, on YouTube. I forget about you sometimes. Have a great day. Bye.